What up, tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on the arena. No, I said I might do some constructed this week, but I think we want to just do more draft. Anyways, we can jump in right now. Open to Kadama of the West Tree. This is a card I've only seen like 2 or 3 times total. It's just pretty solid. 3/3 reach for 3, and then it's got some extra words on it. Passing a Blossom Prancer. Sorry, I don't have much time here to go over the pack. Onivolt, Cult Anvil, Tamiya's Completion. But yeah, let's just take the Kadama, and holy smokes, got past 2 of the best uncommons in the format. We just got to take the Kappa Tech Wrecker, following the Kadama. Life of Toshiro, obviously great as well. I mean, I do think Kappa is better than the Life of Toshiro, but both of them are nuts. Actually, this is a brilliant card to get past right after the Kadama, because if you go like turn 2 Kappa Tech Wrecker, turn 3 Kadama, well, you're probably going to get that extra land because the Kappa, of course, has the Death Touch counter, which means it is a modified creature. So, nice first 2 choices here. See if we can keep the good beats going. As we get past a Prosperous Thief, Imperial Oath, Tales of Master Sashiro. I'm actually a really big fan of Prosperous Thief in like this fun blue-green ninjutsu build. Like this, in green especially, I don't know, I mean, if we're base green, you can pick up like a bunch of random, the Shigeki, the snakes or whatever, not Shigeki, the, what's it, oh man, I can't even remember the 1-drop now. Fang of Shigeki? That's what it is, Fang of Shigeki. And, you know, your opponent doesn't want to block it unless they have some random 1/1, so it's pretty nice to enable that. I'm going to go ahead and take it here. I'm losing out on a Tales of Master Sashiro, which is a great on-theme green card, and Imperial Oath, but I think I like the upside of the Thief. As we get past a not so good 4th pick. Story Weave's decent. I don't think it's a card you need to take super early. I think the best card here might just be the Sunblade Samurai. Passing a Commune with Spirits. But that's a card that goes pretty late, and if I get enough playables, I end up cutting that anyway, so we'll just take the Sunblade. Into a Jukai Preserver, perhaps? Yeah, that's a good one. Great green 4-drop, also enables some more modify shenanigans with the Kadama. As we pass a Black Shrine of note. Another decent pack here. I think Blossoming Sand's probably slightly better than the Walking Skyscraper. But they're both good cards. I think for me, I'd prefer the Sands, though. Oh no. I think on my last video, I said I wasn't going to do any more like green-white decks, and kind of looks like we might be going down that route. I think the Kadama is at its best in like the red-green deck, though. That's where you get all of the modify creatures, really, but doesn't mean you can't do it in other colors. Nice pack here. Pick 7. We have 4 pretty good choices. Thornwood Falls, Uncharted Haven, Ecologist's Terrarium, and the Season of Renewal. I'm going to take the Falls here. Yeah, just lands are better than basically anything early on. Just because you're going to end up with so many playables. The lands just do all of it and more. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I'd rather have an early piece of fixing than like an okay card that we're going to end up playing, you know? As there is another Story Weave here. Covert Technician is okay. Jukai Training is another one that's, I guess, allows for you to ninjutsu pretty easily, but I just never particularly care for that card. But I guess it might be the best choice here. I'm okay with taking the trainee. Bearer of Memory over basically nothing. I've always wanted to try the Sentinel out in like a deck that's really, really grindy. And I guess it's okay. It plays well with like some graveyard shenanigans like Season of Renewal, but I'd almost always just rather have the 2-drop green creature, the 3/3 Reach Defender. And we'll just keep passing that thing along. Careful Cultivation and a Mnemonic Sphere. I do like Cultivation as well. Good 2-mana ramp card. Yeah, this has been a fantastic pack one. No like bombs or anything, but just a lot of solid cards overall. Spell Pierce. Yeah, a bunch of solid cards and then good fixing, so. Pretty good start. Alright, Story Weave on the wheel. We'll see. I'd really need to get some sagas for me to want to play that one. Ideally, you get like at least 2 good sagas that make this worth it. Like some of the big sagas, like Boseiju Reaches Skyward or whatever it's called, and then like Tales of Master Sashiro. All right. Ooh, we opened a farewell. Dang it. Right back into green-white I go. I'm hoping that this time I do truly, because yesterday's draft video, if you watched it, was like a good, solid green-white list, but it wasn't splashing anything. This one, I'm hoping to be able to splash a bunch of stuff. But Farewell, I think, as a bomb in this format is just way, way too good. The amount of times that you get to do more damage to your opponent than to yourself is way too high. And of course, you know, sometimes you just outright win the game if they have nothing but enchantment creatures and you have just regular creatures or whatever. Never a bad one. Season of Renewal here versus Network Terminal versus Swiftwater Cliffs. I think I kind of like taking the Terminal early. I always regret not getting a Terminal when I go more than 2 color. And frequently you don't even see them come back around later. So I'm going to take that here right now, even though that seems a little bit strange. Ooh, fantastic pack here. The Goshintai of Shared Purpose. I don't actually know the full name. Shared Purpose, Boundless Vigor. I just call them the green and white shrines. But yeah, we'll take the white shrine here. Probably the best standalone shrine, right? I mean, green is good too, but I think the white one is the best if that's the only shrine that you end up picking. Do we care about passing this Replication Specialist? No, not really. We don't have more than like 1 artifact here anyway. Let's take the Jungle Hollow at this point. Again, staying open to the idea of some very easy splashes. Sadly, it looks like this Prosperous Thief might not make the cut in the end, but you never know. Here's a nice one. Bamboo Grove Archer, Fang of Shigeki, Dismal Backwater, Geothermal Kami. I think here I kind of like taking the Bamboo Grove Archer. But maybe this is best just to take the Geothermal Kami. This is another one that's just way too good, although we don't have the super high value that you want with the Kami yet. I've always been happy playing these in my green deck, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Windscarred Crag now over Harmonious Emergence. Yeah, our fixing. Our splashability is very high. Grafted Growth versus Web Spinner Cuff. Cuff's okay. If you don't have any of the Bamboo Grove Archers, which I don't right now, then this is a fine one, although it's not like particularly exciting. Is it better than Grafted Growth? Yeah, maybe slightly. But I think I'm going to go with the Grafted Growth. And just, again, in pack 3, I'm going to be able to just take basically any card. The best card in the pack, I'm probably going to be able to take it by taking this Growth now. As we get now a Tranquil Cove for extra fixing. Excellent, excellent. That gives us 5 duels currently. And a Terrarium too, if we wanted, instead of this Cuff. So because I have the Network Terminal, I think it's actually right to take the Terrarium here. Because it gives us an artifact to loot stuff away. Swiftwater Cliffs versus the Story Weave versus the Mnemonic Sphere. I guess here we'll just take Cliffs. Doesn't look like it's going to do anything yet, but look at my beautiful mana. We could just play this as a blocker. I'm not hoping to, though. I don't have any Fade into Antiquity, so I think Lucky Offering is going to be a fine one here over the Emergence. There's a Grove Archer on the wheel. Wow, that's nuts. Beautiful. Yeah, pack 3, I get to just take the best card out of every pack. Feels good. Obviously, we're hoping to get another Kami War, but... we are baseline green, splashing anything and everything we want to. The Restoration of Iganjo, is that good enough? Sadly, yeah, it is. It's not the rare we wanted, but it's between this and like Tamiyo's completion. I mean, I guess I could use some more removal. We just really have like the farewell right now. But Iganjo's pretty solid. Being able to get back like the Kappa Tech Wrecker is really, really nice. I'll take the rare, that's fine. Into another white shrine. So here, we're just going to take the best card, which I think is the Oath. We need some more top end anyways. And doubling up on the white shrine's not like any impressive. Remember, they are legendary, so I can't have 2 white shrines on the battlefield at the same time. Looks like it's the correct choice. What am I looking for? Man, give me like a Behold the Unspeakable or something, or some, I don't know, Gloom Shrieker or something. Anything worth splashing, I will splash. I guess this Swiftwater... another Farewell! Alright, we're gonna take it. I mean, again, Farewell is insane. Passing another white shrine, that's the 3rd one. Another completion. Sure. Arrest versus Kami number 2. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. This last pack has had the best card be green and white cards, so... I'm not going to be able to splash anything that I want to. I guess the Arrest is right here. I need some more win cons. 2-3 fly, or 2-3 lifelink's not a great win con. Another trainee's not a great win con. What's better, the lifelinker or the 2-2? I guess decoy could be okay as well. Yeah, this is pretty sad. Pretty sad state of affairs. Let's go with the lifelink. There's a Fade into Antiquity now, if we want it. Couple good choices here. We have the Fade, the Samurai, the Reliquary. I think the Fade might be a little bit better than the Samurai, but it's probably close. But at the end of the day, I think the removal's slightly better. Another Arrest. I mean, yeah, we're gonna take it. Dang, we could really use some of those Shrine Stewards now, too. Shrine Steward would have a bunch of good hits. Grafted Growth would be fine. Arrest, Cultivation, the Shrine. Oh god, I got excited. I thought that was one of the Shrine Stewards for a second. Are we gonna run some of these puppets? What do we have? We have the Preserver for the puppet. The Crafted Growth for the puppet. Pack is pretty weak. I guess I'll just take another Jungle Hollow and... I don't know. Wield the Tamiyo's completion, sure. So, it looks like we're just going to be splashing a little bit of blue. More fixing, but nothing to do with it. As I like to say, this is all ramp and no pamp. Got a lot of good fixing and not enough to fix for it. I mean, maybe this is a deck where I get to actually run that Sentinel now, huh? Probably not, but probably cutting the Prosperous Thief too. So we don't get Crag, we don't get the 2 Hollows. Oh, this deck could have been so good. We didn't even get one of those Season of Renewals either. Shoot. I wouldn't be surprised if this deck, even though it has 2 Farewells, is a little bit of an underperformer. That's what they said. Yeah, I don't have anything worth splashing. I don't think we ever saw anything worth splashing. I mean, I might as well just get this Bearer of Memory in the deck. Is that enough creatures even? 10 creatures. How many sagas do I have? None? Sheesh. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. So it looks like the Grafted Growth probably doesn't need to be in the deck then. It's weird, but I might consider running this Sentinel and just trying to like grind people out. I don't think that's crazy. I mean, we have a few different ways to shuffle our library too, right? We can like land cycle here. We can terrarium here. I can get away with 16 lands, right? Feels like I can. So just give me one more pseudo-playable. Ugh. Puppet. Grafted Growth again. I guess maybe it is. Maybe I just throw in the Grafted Growth and run 16 lands. Oh boy. I do need one island for the terrarium. You know what we didn't see? We didn't see any Tanukis either. But I mean, I think this deck looks solid. Missing that, like I said, missing that Season of Renewal, but it's got good removal. I mean, great removal even with Double Farewell. It's got fine creature quality. Yeah, all right. Double Farewell is probably good enough for 5 wins on its own, so I'm sure we'll be fine here. Yeah, so the season just reset. Everybody's back down into Platinum if you were in Mythic at the end of the season, so we're starting back in Platinum. And yeah, race to that #1 spot again. Shouldn't be too hard. On the draw, and looks good. People always ask me, why do I move my lands to the right side? That's just the way I do it. Hey, we got the curve that I was talking about. Sadly, we're on the draw for it, but turn 2 Kappa, turn 3 Kodama. Oh, I guess Kodama's another way for me to shuffle my library too, if I use the Sentinel. The opponent has a turn 2 Roaring Earth. Well, they're gonna be sad if they don't have a way to deal with the Kappa here. And that ain't good enough. They can make it to a 3/3 if they play a land and then pump it. So I could just arrest that and then eat the Roaring Earth if I wanted to. Could also attack and see if they block. And if they do, I think I'm going to do this. Trade the uncastable, currently uncastable Preserver for their Shrine. That's fine. Now we're in a good spot. We'll just slam the Kodama down, attack. They're either chumping or they're letting me kill something and then get a land. Let's go ahead and grab an island. Go ahead and kill their Scrounger. And we don't really care about the Roaring Earth because we have double arrest for their creatures. So if they just play a creature, play a land, and pump it, I still get to smash in. Wow. They have Boseiju and the Takenuma. They're missing white right now, but... So what are they likely... I mean, they have a green shrine. Let's see if they have another shrine. They do. They have the white shrine, but they don't have white mana currently. So let's... smack in for 2. I don't think they're going to chump, which gets us a land from the Kadama. And then we can go Restoration, grab a Plains. Oh, man, I have so many ways to shuffle. I didn't realize the Restoration shuffles as well, doesn't it? Okay. Now the terminal's going to start doing work, most likely. We can start rummaging or looting away all these excess lands we don't need. Another green-black source, so still no white for the opponent. Oh, there's their white source. Yeah, we drew a pretty good one, though. Alright, so I can discard a card and get a 2-mana permanent back. But that doesn't do anything. It doesn't make sense to discard the forest and to get the forest tapped. We'll go ahead and arrest here, I think. Smash in for 4, get another land. And then we're going to play the Bearer of Memory out. And we're going to hold our land in hand again for looting with the terminal. Ooh, the Black Shrine now too. Okay. What's their plan here? Oh, well, I just drew a Fade into Antiquity. I was gonna say, I can put the Terrarium on the Bearer of Memory, so even when they play their White Shrine next turn, they won't be able to kill anything, but this is pretty good. And now the Kadama is also modified, so it's going to trigger itself. Oh my gosh. So much deck thinning, holy crap. Spinning wheel kick. That's pretty good. Sheesh. Wow. So we get to completion the shrine at least, and that takes away all of its abilities, even the one to make a creature. Gosh, it's kind of funny. Okay, let's see if they use the terrarium on that as well. Alright. Got one draw step here. And if it's just like a creature, we do get to arrest it. GG's. One little Kappa. And that spinning wheel kick did a good impression of like a weird plague wind. I could have also used farewell at the end there on like enchantments, but didn't matter how we won. That was a fun little game. They were doing the 5-color shrine deck. We saw 2 black shrines, a white shrine, a green shrine. The Shrine Steward. Oh, they had 2 rare lands too. It's pretty funny. Good stuff, good stuff. Hmm. Oh no, don't bug out on me. Well, while this is bugging out, don't forget to go hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, thanks everybody for watching and supporting the channel. By the way, we've grown by a huge amount in the last couple of months. Doing a daily video seems like people are enjoying all the drafts and other content, so thanks for that. We are on the play. Okay, good hand then on the play. Well, maybe not. This is all ramp and no pamp. But turn 1 generous visitor, and you know what? That's a problem because arrest does not deal with triggered abilities. Wow. This is a constructed level start over here from them. If they didn't play an enchantment out, I would have traded for their visitor. Go get our planes. Play our trainee. I'm guessing we're really going to want to draw one of our farewells this game. Versus green-white, farewell is very, very busted. It's fine. Oh, they're missing land drops, though. I guess I'll just run out a 4-3 then. Ah, arrest is so bad versus those creatures with freaking just random abilities. Wow, a second naturalist. That's crazy. Awesome deck from them. Kappa's pretty good. Let's see here. Let's grafted growth, our Kami. Put a 1/1 counter on it. And then I guess we're gonna attack. I don't think they're blocking. They'd have to double block. But this is pretty smelly. It is a little bit awkward that I lose a 1/1 counter, but remember, now the Kami can actually regain me 3 life, so I don't think that was a bad deal for us here. Is they're gonna channel a Tanuki here, I like that. I'll take 4, go to 11, no big deal. Bait into Antiquity, another pretty solid draw. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of their Naturalist. I think I'll go ahead and put a 1/1 counter on the Tanuki and just pass. I think it's definitely worth getting rid of all of their Naturalists here because they're reducing the cost. So if they have a couple more Tanukis or something stranded in their hand, you know, they would have been able to play them out with 1 more land drop. That's a decent draw as well. Let's attack for 2. And then I like arresting the Moth Rider. And just playing out our Bamboo Grove Archer. Both players... missing... I didn't realize I only have 3 lands. I have access to 5 mana, but I only have 3 lands. Yeah, as they channel away a Samurai. So that's really good that we got rid of the Naturalist. If you look, both of these were enchantment creatures they would have been able to play for pretty darn cheap. If we want to, we can even Kami back our arrest off of their patrol, if we deem that worthwhile. Five mana pass with 4 cards in hand is kind of suspect. I'm gonna bounce back my Bamboo Grove Archer now then. And leave the Arrest on the patrol so they can't tap down. Alright, I'm guessing they have a Farewell in their hand. So I do not want to play out my Imperial Oath next turn. Yep, okay. So we'll just go land pass. Remember, I have 2 Farewell in my deck. Nah, this is way too obvious of a Farewell. Go for it, buddy. Yep. Now we're gonna get first play here of a nice Imperial Oath. And you know what? I am going to keep Farewell. I don't have any more enchantment creatures on the battlefield, and I bet you they have at least 1 Tanuki or something in their hand. Pass again? How many instant speed things are there that I'm gonna get wrecked by? I can't even remember all of them. I'm definitely just attacking with everything. Ah, okay, I see. Roaring Earth, sure. It's not a huge deal. I don't think I'm gonna arrest that. But I will now go ahead and just run out my 3/3 blocker. That makes them attacking with it a lot less interesting, I guess. Oh, there's just a bunch of crappy 2-drops stuck in their hand? Wow, that's good for us. Okay. Well, now I'm very confident in our battle position. We'll sit back. I'll hold the land in case we draw our network terminal and another artifact. Possible I want to Farewell before I give them the chance to draw Season of Renewal. But, whatever. I don't care about that. It's attacking as a 4/5, sure. Deal. Ooh, okay, so I will 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So playing that doesn't do anything. I will consider firing off the Farewell next turn now. Oh, they're still not even attacking, huh? Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and just run out the shrine. I was gonna get a little bit greedy, but now we'll just sit back then. If they don't do anything to the shrine, we're gonna win anyway. I can get back our terrarium, our trainee. Sure. Remember, they can use Satsuki and put another counter on it. Very, very happy, I think, here. Just triple block and take care of it. Deal. Huh? Oh, yeah! Alright, we might be able to start doing some business here. Get the artifact. Then at our deck some more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could mill them, actually. and go for a mill out. Kinda like that. Pass here. Now I can use the Sentinel twice on some of my cards. This is a funny game. Oh, they drew Season of Renewal. That's fine. Again, we have Farewell in hand, Arrest in hand. We have another Farewell in our deck. This is very irrelevant. This is actually going to be a grind out game, huh? Put our Oath back in. Let's put our Arrest back in. Let's see here. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. So we can triple activate. I'm gonna wait for them to play their Blossom Prancer. Repel the Vial. That's fine. Yep. I have to be a little bit careful if they have like a Befriending the Moths. Ah, ha, ha, ha. See, now I'm gonna need to wipe their board next turn. As a result, I'm gonna have to exile all creatures, so we're gonna lose all of our creatures here anyways. So we're gonna chump like such. Target my graveyard, put back fade. Target my graveyard, put back Trainee. And we'll go ahead and just fire off the... Let's see. Exile all creatures, exile all graveyards. And that way they can't have another graveyard buyback card. Wouldn't mind drawing some more spells though. Hey, that's a good one. All right, so we can go looting again. Turns out we were playing Bant Mill. They have 5 cards left in their deck. Sure. $11 cards left in mine. Discard that. Arrest that. Play a 4/4. Oh, baby! Wow, okay. Well, that's a nice one. Let's go ahead and loot. Actually, if I put the terrarium on my preserver, they can't really attack. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they probably don't have maybe 1 or 2 lands left out of the 5 cards in their hand/library. So I'm guessing it's probably just better to loot here. Keep our artifact around. That's nice. Okay. Give them more time to play out some spells, I think. Well, I guess I'll chump here, actually. That's fine. Take 4 chump and save Tamiyo's completion for whatever they do next turn. I'll follow up with that, it's good. Creatures, graveyards. Six cards left in my deck, 2 cards left in theirs. Farewell, my friend. Farewell. Yeah. All right. See, that's Sentinel in this deck, I'm telling you. The real deal. Bant, mill out. I'm just gonna kill everything with Farewell. Exile all graveyards so you can't get them back. And then yeah. Well, that worked out. Hopefully all the games aren't super long and grindy though. That was fun. Double Farewell. What this deck needed was a Shigeki. Because... oh, Shigeki and a Season of Renewal, so I could keep looping those as well. Shuffling them back in. Excuse me. Whew. Shuffling back in with Shigeki and whatnot. Alright, come on, match. Should be tons of people playing now. Usually people wait. When the season's about to end, but this is a new season, so should be a lot of people playing right now. On the draw looks good enough. Ninjas, kunai, sure. I don't think we're gonna fire off Lucky Offering on that. There's no immediate rush to. They hit a March of Reckless Joy. Okay. Sure, so they get to play a land next turn. I don't mind just starting off with a bunch of tap lands here. Look at that, I got a free healing salve already. It's okay. Yeah. Do I want to arrest the Subduer? I think we'll wait. No rush. It's a little bit, I guess, telegraphed that I could have a Farewell if I just don't do anything the first couple of turns, of course. But I don't think a lot of people play around it all that much. I'm still debating if I want to run out the Shrine or not, because the Shrine just ends up dying. I guess I'll lucky offering the kunai. And then I'm going to play out the Shrine, and I'm guessing it's going to probably eat a Kami Flare. Yep. And that's fine. By playing out the Shrine, I think it incentivizes them to keep running out creatures and not playing around Wrath. Because why would I play out the Shrine if I have a way to Wrath, you know? That's a little bit annoying. Because that just says when Gift leaves the battlefield. So if I used Farewell, they would still get a 2/2. So let's fire off an Arrest on the 4/4 here and pass again. And again, kind of just like a little bit of bait, hoping that they... I mean, what we That's exactly what we don't want to see, a Ryu. But I was saying we don't want to see that card post-combat. Or sorry, post-farewell. I still get a little bit wrecked here, though. Because now I'm going to have to fire off the farewell and they're going to get a 2-2. And the 2-2 has menace, so... Slightly annoying, but here we are. It's not an artifact or an enchantment, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have another removal spell in their hand, so they just kill one of these and the menace creature keeps beating in. Don't actually love my spot. I mean, maybe I could have used Fade on the Gift of Wrath. They would have gotten a 2-2, but then I would have been able to Wrath away the 2-2. Sure. I'm at 6. Okay. Yep, sadly, I think we have to fire that off. Oh, actually, we don't want to exile our farewells because we do have that sentinel to put them back in the deck. That's a really bad draw for me. Holy crap. That's so much value. I can make it a 3-3. Alright, they are hellbent though, so... Good draw, good draw. So let's save the Fade for maybe an artifact or enchantment creature if they have one. Nice. Yeah. I was lightweight tempted to hold on to that, since I could channel it for 2 life, but I mean, it's just much better to put them on a clock, right? That was a surprisingly good draw. We can bounce the completion and then recomplete their 3-3 while also gaining 3 life in the process. Sure. Alright, so we'll just fade into Antiquity the Ogre then. And we have him on a nice little 2-turn clock here. Alright, let's go. That's a good one. But they do need to block one of my 4-power creatures this turn. We're just smashing all again. Nice. Alright, it took some timely top decks, but double farewell, knocking out another creature-based deck. Whenever anybody plays red-white samurai slash warrior, I always assume they have Ryu. Always. Because that is like the one card that really puts somebody into samurai. Any of the other red-white cards are like whatever. It's Ryu that... oh no, right? No, Ryu? Is it Ryusei? No, Ryu. It's Ryu that does the real business. Alright, on the play here for our next match. Hand looks pretty good. Restoration of Iganjo on turn 3, potentially. Ooh, a Kappa on turn 2. Yeah, we're gonna run that out. This is fantastic, because we can get back the Kappa with the Restoration as well. Let's go ahead and smack in. See if they use a removal spell on this. We actually really want them to use a removal spell on this. But I'm still going to run out the Restoration on curve. Mech Hanger, oh boy. Mind Link Mech, now where did this come from? Yeah, we'll discard the planes and then get the planes back. I guess we're gonna go ahead and kill the free Mind Link Mech while I have a chance. Save the removal for other cards. Gonna lead on the Bearer of Memory here instead of the Shrine. Want to play the Shrine and then be able to use it immediately. Ideally. Also, Bear is just more immediate damage anyways. Oh, I'm guessing that Mountain is the splash, or Red is the splash then. Blue-White is normally the vehicle deck, right? Sure. I could attack first there. Re-roll it. They just bounce off and it doesn't really matter if that's tapped. Alright, that's a good target for completion. They have a farewell? Oh no. Well, they don't have a double white yet. But if they're chump block... Oh, okay, now I don't know what's going on. Maybe they didn't think that was going to be a chump? I'm still slightly concerned they have a farewell in their hand and they just choose enchantments. Okay, I don't know what that was. They saved a couple points of damage, but they lost their 2-3. Could very well be that they had farewell in their hand, I don't know. We will never know. They did have a lot more red, though, than I guess I expected after the initial. They played Mountain, 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 and then the, like, Iron Hoof Boar or whatever it's called. It's a fun deck. People can play around the first farewell, and it's not too hard to suss it out. Like, it's kind of obvious when somebody has it. Like, I was very easily able to tell when my opponent had farewell. But nobody plays around the second one. Sand looks bad, but it's actually pretty good. As long as we draw our third land on time, right? We have turn 2 Trainee, turn 3 Grafted Growth for perfect fixing as well. So let's just draw a land, preferably untapped by turn 3. Okay. So there is a Plains on top, right? There's definitely a Plains on top of my deck. Definitely not a Plains on top of my deck. Okay. I mean, I am running 16 lands, but I also have Terrarium, the Samurai Channel. Ooh, what is this? Interesting. Okay. There it is. I'm not going to attack even though they have the kunai. Because if they want to kill my Trini, at least let's make them equip it. And sack. That way they can't enable any ninjutsu. Farewell on artifacts is looking real juicy here. Oh, wait. Silver Fur Master is not a card I would expect out of a 4 or 5 color deck. That seems very strange to me. Okay. Huh. I almost want to arrest their network terminal. I guess I'll just play the Disciple and pass. So still 13 lands in my deck, plus 2 cards that find a land. So we're shooting really high percentage to draw. We're shooting over 50% to draw land every turn. Because even though we have a good reset in our hand, if they pull too far ahead, I could just brick out, you know? Wow, they got rid of Fade into Antiquity. That's really good for us. If they had used Fade on my Grafted Growth, I feel like they made a mistake there. Alright, I don't think I'm going to get too greedy. I think we're just going to arrest and pass. Yeah, if they had used Fade on my Grafted Growth, I don't think there was any chance I could win this game. That is all 5 colors now. Hell yeah, it is! Don't look at the Grafted Growth. You can look at the arrest. Don't look at the... No, no! Okay. Well, at least we get to Fade into Antiquity it. Now I need to draw 2 white sources. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I mean, how many white sources do I have in this deck? 9, 10, oh, maybe even 11? Let's see, we have the Samurai, the Terrarium, 6 Plains, Tranquil Cove, Blossoming Sands. Yeah, we have like 10 plus sources. Hey, we found one. All right. Yeah, again, can't be too greedy. I think playing out the Shrine and just passing. Try to get them to overcommit some more nonsense. Really don't understand the Silver Fur Master in their deck. Happy to double block here and induce some kind of trick. Or if no trick, just a trade. Great, love it. Looks like they have some recursion, sure. They're gonna bounce their Modern Age again. I love it. Good news for us is that moves us closer to our mill them out game plan. 18 cards left in their deck. Found the white sources, my friends. Triple block. Fine with the trade. Don't mind inducing some kind of trick. Sure, that's fine. Alright, that's the last card in their freaking hand, my friends. I think it is time to pop off the gravy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, so they don't actually have that many lands left in their deck. but I have to fire this off. And their graveyard doesn't actually look all that imposing, so I don't think we need to exile graveyard, which benefits us since we actually have... Yeah, their graveyard is irrelevant, effectively. So all artifacts, all creatures, all enchantments. Boom. Sure, whatever. I will combat that with a 3/3 defender. Wow! That's a nasty draw. Okay. I'm gonna hold the land in case they have a random virus beetle, I guess. Well, seems like I might need to draw my second farewell sooner than later. Alright, so now Jugan flips. And if they ever draw a creature, we have a problem. I don't have my Tamios, which would have been nice to take away the ability. Oh my god. Okay, come on. We wrapped the board, they were hellbent, and then they go spell, 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 huh? Good beats. So I probably have like 2 draw steps to find farewell. They top 2 cards as well off of the scry. Guess I have to arrest that, huh? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 15. Yeah, that buys me a little bit of time. Yeah, love it. Alright, we go to 17. Clear off the board a bit. Sure. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they can't... Oh, that would have been so good on the Jugan a little while ago. That takes away the ability as well. N. Remember, whatever they have in their hand, they top decked. Or rather, they scryed on top, I should say. Alright, I need to draw farewell this turn. Yeah, their draws were just a little bit better than mine. Remember, gosh! Both players were on the top deck. I mean... Yeah. Good beats. Damn it. Their deck was sweet, though. Some of the cards didn't make much sense, like the ninjutsu card didn't make any sense, but they had a pretty fun 5-color. That's too bad. Ooh! On the play. Alright, I can keep this hand. It's not great, but with 1 land we can start locking things down if the opponent gets a little bit too aggressive, and we even drew the best. Alright, maybe I can top deck the 3/3 off the top. That would be nuts. I don't remember what it's called. It was the first pick card. Samurai Cycle? Basically Samurai Cycle. Your match? Green-white? Well, this is going to be pretty awkward for them. Because now they have to double block, and I get to kill both their creatures, so... Man, frickin' Ninja Turtle doing the business. Ooh, that's a good one. I would have liked to have had that in my deck. Alright, we're gonna play the beatdown game. Shrine and removal. Hopefully they just play like one random creature this turn. Okay, I don't mind. I was gonna say one random big creature this turn that we can arrest. We're gonna O-ring something? That's fine. Sure. Trade probably with the 1/1. No, maybe not. Now we are hoping to avoid a spinning wheel kick. That's pretty bad too. Farewell's looking like a juicier draw every moment. Three top! This is fine. Uh, 27 cards left in my deck. Where are the farewells, though? Maybe the best part about drawing farewell is that we get back our shrine too. Oh, they get to bounce their branch? Ugh, gross. Yeah, I think it makes sense to put the counter there, right? Because now it lets my 1/1 block any of their 2/2s. All of these already do. Both of these already block the Kami. I'm gonna hold the Sunblade for a turn or two. Well, that's not a good sign. Shoot.
I'm not overconfident.
So, Farewell does not hit Planeswalkers. Now I can arrest the Wandering Emperor, but if I do that, I'm not gonna be able to Farewell on enchantments. Yeah, okay. Not great. And they did have the wheel kick. Holy smokes. Alright, well, I need to draw Farewell this turn. In fact, it's probably correct
Remember your training.
to land cycle away the Samurai, thin my deck out. Thinning is so negligible, but with 2 Farewells in my deck, and I have to draw one, I think it's the right play to maximize my chances. Good beats. I mean, we knew we were going to die to spinning wheel kick. Ah, that sucks. These last few games, man. What the heck? Cast Farewell, wrecks the opponent, and then they top deck how many spells in a row? And then didn't even see it that game. Farewell, you are the namesake of the deck. You need to be drawn. There we are. Ooh, but is this the keep? On the draw? I guess it is. 2 lands, just need to find a 3rd land for arrest. Sure. Sure, we can keep. Uh-oh. Playing against a blue 1-drop. It could be blue-red. Yeah, okay. Don't have a hacker. That's not great either, but... We'd rather them produce treasure than draw extra cards, so I guess that's... not the worst case scenario. We'll go ahead and just arrest their thief next turn. Okay. Or maybe now I arrest the... I guess I arrest the brute suit. I need to give them the treasures. Because I need to preserve life total more than I need to deny them mana. Because in red-blue, they might not have all that much to do with excess mana, you know? Oh, please don't have Kami War. Or Kami Flare. Oh, am I just gonna die? I am. That's really unlucky. Not quite dead on board. Well, now we are. Oh man, this game was kind of a joke. Good beats. If they see the play, I'm dead. Oh, do they have Voltage Surge too? Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I'm obviously just dead on board. Oh. I guess maybe arresting the thief was better, question mark? Because they'd still have to crew the suit with the apprentice. You know what? No, I maybe just messed up. I gave them extra mana. Would they have been able to do that all if I just arrested the thief initially? I don't know. Whatever that was, that sucked. I guess I just didn't do anything early enough and they had a really good aggro curve, but man, did we go 4-0 into like 0-3? Ah. I'm upset. This deck was super cool as well. It looks very similar to yesterday's deck, and maybe I made a mistake not arresting the Prosperous Thief at the end of the day. I don't know if the extra treasures mattered, but I was wrong about arresting the Brute Suit. Of course, arresting the Prosperous is the same thing, because I have to put at least 1 power into the Brute Suit. So, alright, good beats. Well, at least we got to do the farewell with the Sentinel once. I was really hoping this deck would do better. I mean, I think some of the losses were just kind of unfortunate. That last loss we just got curved out on with the nuts. The first loss, our opponent drew like a bunch of relevant spells right after we farewelled, and we knew they were hellbent, so... it makes me feel bad, but that's Magic, baby. Oh no! And how long has the camera been offset? Oh gosh. Well, I haven't been paying attention, but I hope that the camera wasn't blurry the whole time too, because that's gonna be kind of funny. I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you back tomorrow.